Hydroponics is the cultivation of plants without using soil. Hydroponic flowers, herbs, and vegetables are planted in inert growing media and supplied with nutrient-rich solutions, oxygen, and water. These systems foster rapid growth, stronger yields, and superior quality. Moving on to the importance of hydroponics. Hydroponics is important to maximize space. Hydroponics requires far less space than plants grown in soil. Systems can be designed to make use of vertical space and increase planting density. Depending on the system, when hydroponics are combined with vertical farming techniques, they can use up to 99% fewer lands than typical farming techniques. Hydroponics also allow us to create farms in locations where soil conditions are too poor to support farming. Next is hydroponic techniques conserve water. Growing plants in water actually use less water than growing the same plants in soil. In fact, hydroponic plants can grow with up to 98% less water than traditional growing methods. Furthermore, hydroponic produce higher yields. Creating ideal conditions ensure plants to receive the perfect amount of nutrients which come in direct contact with roots. Hydroponics farming able to manage pH and nutrients to make sure plants are getting the exact nutrients they need. Also, the ability to grow indoors allow farmers to control temperatures and lighting schedules to improve plant production.
There are 5 types of hydroponic system in aquaponic, which is the nutrient film technique, wick technique, EBB and flow technique, deep water culture, and drip system. Next, we will talk about the application of hydroponic system in aquaponics. First is the nutrient film technique (NFT). This system is widely used because of its case to variety of different applications. The plants are placed in sloping hollow pipes or channels over the root system. When the nutrient solution is sent into the channel, it flows down the slope and over the roots of each plant to provide the right amount of nutrients. Second is the wick technique. It is the simplest hydroponic setups and suitable for beginner. It is the system that does not use electricity. There is a wick that extends from growing medium downwards into the reservoirs. The water moves through capillary action from the reservoirs into the growing medium and keeps the roots nourished and moist.
3. Ebb and flow, also known as the flood and drain system. Plants embedded in a growing medium are placed over a reservoir filled with nutrient water. A pump periodically forces the water up into the section housing the plants. The pump is then turned off and the water gradually flows back into the reservoir. 4. Deep water culture. In these setups, plants are placed in pots with growing media or lightweight covers that float on the water surface. The plant's roots then grow into the water. A pump oxygenates the water to keep the roots healthy. 5 is drip systems. This technique makes use of drip lines and a pump that transports water from an underlying reservoir into the growing media, encasing the plants above. Usually, a dripper will be allocated to each plant, which allows for the fine-tuning of nutrient concentration and watering intensity. The water can be recycled, which saves time and money, or it can be siphoned out the system, which maintains the optimal nutrient concentrations in the reservoir.
As you can see, this is the figure of the hydroponic system in aquaponic in the vertical tower position. How the water flow in hydroponic system works? Let's figure out. The first step, the water from fish tank will flow to the clarifier to break down solid waste from fish, and this clarifier waste is slowly down by bacteria. For the second step, the water from the clarifier will flow to the biofilter, which are extension of the surface area in the aquaponic system, and it will ensure that the plants can access the nutrients needed for the plants while cleaning the water for the fish. After that, the water will transfer to the plants through the water pump. For the last step, A water pump will be channeled to each tube to the top level with the help of mist nozzle for optimal delivery of water in the tower vertical aquaponic. The mechanism of hydroponic system are more focused to water flow. According to FND, in 2015, the water flow properties influence the contact time of the microorganism and of fruits with the water, which in turn influence both the direct uptake of nutrients by plants and the transformation by the microbial community. There are two types of water flow in hydroponic system. The first one is continuous flow and the second one is intermittent flow. In continuous flow system, high water retention time increases its contact time with roots and organisms, but it can reduce nutrient availability, according to Barbera in 2015. According to McMurtry on 1997, intermittent cycle of flooding and draining in media fill beds provide uniform distribution of nutrients during the flood phase and improve aeration during the drain phase. According to Barbera on 2015, for the both water flow types, the removal of nutrients or pollutant is complex and depends on a variety of mechanisms, including sedimentation, filtration, precipitation, absorption, plant uptake, and various microbial processes.